So this is Commander Kenti Bengali, formerly the Chief Engineer on board the IPFS Sarista. Let me see, surviving still. Don't know what's the future going to be about, but hey, we're winging it. Found found this thing, repaired it, and then it had a projector on it, and that projector had a blueprint for this station. So I figured, hey, I might as well take advantage. It is armed to the teeth, as you can see here, and obviously with all of the nanite factories here, this is some sort of a shipyard. So I'm going to use it as a shipyard, and a well-defended one, and go from there. So that's my plan. Gotta have a plan, even if you don't have a plan beyond the plan. So what we've been doing is watching everything happen. These magenta blinking ones here are because they don't have parts. So I hooked these in as they were just sitting there completed. So I hooked them in, and now they're tied in. But what I have not done is there's the ability to do queuing. So I need to figure out where these things are, and nanite factories. And what we're going to do is just click on enable use assemblers, which is that it will auto queue to make things happen. So and I have pretty much run out of parts. So I think what I might do for this video log is jump in the miner. I'm gonna check something here because silent and silent. So I didn't do that in the past, and so for those of you who are eventually at some point listening to these logs, and it drives you absolutely crazy, I'm sorry about that. I forgot that that those weren't checked. So they have the little bleepers. Okay, so what we were doing the last time we did some mining was go into our GPS log and actually click on one of these and set it highlighted. And I screwed up with these. What I should have done was what I did here. So what I did was this was all that was left, so the other elements were not important, so I just marked it down to, okay, iron is the only thing that's left, and mined. So oops on that one. I should have just changed it so I knew what was there. But oh well. Live and learn. Change processes as you go along. So I have no idea where that happens to be. Okay, my HUD is turned off. That one is 52 kilometers away. All right, so I guess we will rock and roll. Set course. quite like flying through the dark of space. I guess the nice thing about this area of space, there's lots of asteroids. So certainly not a shortage of ability to mine things and get materials. So I'm not sure where all these GPS coordinates came from. They were in the computer there on the station, so I nabbed them. Very useful, obviously, but at first I was thinking, well, most of these are pretty local here, local asteroids, but you know, this one's quite a ways out there. Things I should have thought about. I'm at 45 clicks from my base. So here's what I'll do. So I'll put a marker here. I have not set a marker. I need to set a marker at the base, especially if I keep doing these long, far away roaming things. Because my base will only transmit out to 50 clicks. After 50 clicks, it is all done. So not having a actual GPS marker out that far is somewhat inconvenient when I'm roaming this far away. Okay, I certainly see some interesting stuff there, but I don't know what that is. Is that really magnesium? Yeah, I guess it is. Magnesium and silver. Is that what I said here? Silver. Yeah, okay. I was right. That's what was there. Alright, drills. We was drilling. Alright, so this has a obviously interspersed. No, not really. So as I normally do when I'm mining, I tend to focus on the transitions. In this case, I'm really looking at the magnesium to stone transition and following it around, and I just follow in circles. And as I circle, we'll eventually meet up with my own tail, and oh, down. And then it's just a matter of coming around and finding these little things. So in this case, I've got a pretty good sized tunnel here, but that's okay, because we will eventually come up and get all of it. And I see the silver right there. Got into the silver just a little bit there. So if I spin all the way back around, I should have, yep. Alright, and, oh, it's silicon. So we gotta update this. So this was magnesium and silicon. But we'll go after that one next. So here's our silver. I'm just literally following the rock transition here. Alright. Alright. Take another bite out of this. See some more silver right there. Unless it's all part of the same deposit, which is entirely possible. Lost that portion, but we'll eventually find it. That's why you just follow the transitions around, work your way in. So, in this case, we've kind of lost lost the proverbial transition. And this is a big deposit. These little things because they're dangerous. Wow, this is a big deposit. I don't think I've ever seen a silver deposit quite this large. This is just huge. We still haven't seen the, I don't think anyway, the magnesium. So we will eventually get to that one. Or did we do the magnesium already? And maybe it was the magnesium we did, and it's the silicon that we have not seen. Wow. New transition. Impressive amount of this left here. Alright, so we will just kind of take that apart, spin, and get reoriented here for continuation. about. Damn. See how much of this is still left. This is amazing. Okay, so we're gonna come over here. I feel like I have literally cut a hole inside of this asteroid, and that very well may be the case. I won't really be able to see it fully until I have this little bridge thing here. Alright. Oh, this is now a completely free roaming block of silver. View of what it is. Yeah, I really did. I chopped the side out of this asteroid. So I guess we'll carry on with that. The idea here is to keep the vast majority of it inside the drill sphere. That way, as I am twisting and turning and coming around, I take the greatest portion of it possible. But I want to finish this off because you don't want to run into these things. Alright, so it does appear as though I have taken the side completely out of, is that asteroid? No, sorry. I wanted to do number 8 and turn that one off. Alright, I see something else down here, which may is uranium, which means we need to upgrade silicon? Is it silicon? That looks like uranium to me. Huh, maybe it is silicon. But it's awful black and shiny for silicon. Alright, so I guess I'm just going to literally cut through the corner of this thing and follow it on around. Eventually, that will happen. It's nice when I've already come through, because then I'm just cutting in consistent circles. Which means I will eventually have it all. I tend to like coming down on these things because I can see it. Alright, so it appears as though we have found the outside limits of this piece. We've chopped. Oh, we haven't chopped. I was gonna say I thought we had chopped the top portion off, but we have not. Alright. This big, oh darn. No idea what I bounced off of. Oh, that. Okay. You see lots of color there. Huh, it looks so different. So I'm going to just chop through, go right over to this corner, and start following it around. Now that we're in the stone and I'm on the bottom, then it makes it a little easier because I can actually see where the transition is rather than having it fall out of my viewpoint. Kind of like mowing a lawn in 3D, huh? Over here, plow through this just to get it out of my way. And see where we are at. Back in at this angle. Take I think I just have this great big huge chunk. This looks like it. turn off the sensor. Off the sensors there. Turn the sensors back on. See what we got. Iron and magnesium. 271 meters away. Alright, I'm gonna take a breather. All this mining is hard work. So, yeah, I'll start a new log when I start things up again.